What if I told you that a single, simple life hack could completely change the way you live? Think about it. One tweak, one strategy, one idea that could make your days easier, your mind clearer, and your time more valuable. In a world full of distractions and chaos, it's these small, often overlooked hacks that can make the biggest difference. What's the life hack that everyone should know? Stick around, because today, we are uncovering the secrets to making life simpler, smoother, and so much more rewarding. Let's get started. Part 1. Life hacks for productivity and time management. Let's kick things off with productivity, one of the hardest areas to master. We've all been there, staring at a never-ending to-do list, trying to balance work, family, and everything else in between. It can be overwhelming, but the good news, a few simple changes in how we approach our tasks can drastically improve our time management. Let's take a look at some of the most effective productivity hacks that can change your life. I'll start with a personal story. A few months ago, I was working on a project that needed my full attention, but as usual, my phone was constantly distracting me. Notifications, texts, Instagram alerts, emails, every ping pulled my focus away from the task at hand. I tried putting my phone face down, but the temptation to pick it up was still there. That's when I had a realization. What if I completely removed it from sight? So, I placed my phone behind my laptop. Out of sight, out of mind. For the first time in a long time, I was able to focus deeply on my work without any distractions. That one small change increased my productivity by hours. And it wasn't just about getting the task done faster, it was about doing it with greater clarity and quality. By simply removing the distraction, I was able to finish my work in half the time I normally would. It's a small hack, but it made a huge difference. Try it yourself next time you're working on something that requires all your attention. Part 2. Self-care and stress management. Stress is something we all deal with. In fact, according to studies, stress is one of the biggest hurdles we face in maintaining good mental and physical health. We work hard to achieve goals, but sometimes the weight of everything gets too much. In these moments, it's essential to have quick, effective ways to manage stress and stay grounded. I remember this one particular day when I had a deadline looming and a million things on my mind. I was sitting at my desk, but I couldn't focus. My thoughts were all over the place, and then I looked around the room. It was a mess. Clothes were piled on the chair, papers scattered everywhere, and there was an overall sense of chaos. I felt even more stressed just by looking at the clutter. So, I decided to do something small, clean up my space. I started by folding the clothes on the chair, then tidied up my desk. It wasn't a huge cleaning spree, but the act of organizing my environment instantly made me feel more in control. Within 20 minutes, I felt like I could breathe again. It's fascinating how such a simple thing, like cleaning, can clear up your mind. Research supports this. 2 studies show that a clean environment can reduce anxiety and improve focus. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed or stuck, just take a few minutes to tidy up your surroundings. You'd be surprised how much it can change your mindset. Part 3. Relationship and social life hacks. Now, let's talk about something we all navigate daily: our social lives. Whether it's meeting new people, reconnecting with old friends, or simply trying to make small talk, social interactions can sometimes feel tricky. But with the right approach, you can turn any conversation into a memorable and positive experience. There's one thing I learned it the hard way when meeting new people. I've always been one to compliment people on their appearance. "Oh, you're so tall." "Oh wow, I love your hair." But I once met a person who had heard those exact comments all day long. They were so tired of hearing about their height that they actually mentioned it to me in frustration. It really made me think. We often think that commenting on someone's physical appearance is a compliment, but sometimes it's the last thing they want to hear. Since then, I've made it a point to focus on other aspects of the person. Instead of commenting on their height or hair, I ask about their experiences, their passions, or their recent travels. It not only leads to more interesting conversations, but also shows that I'm genuinely interested in who they are as a person, not just what they look like. Part 4. Organization and efficiency. Now, let's tackle one of the most critical skills in today's fast-paced world: organization. Whether it's managing your work tasks, your home life, or your finances, staying organized can save you a lot of time and stress. So let's explore a simple trick to keep your life running smoothly. I'll be the first to admit it, I used to get a little too excited when showing off pictures on my phone. The problem? I'd hand my phone to someone to show them one photo, and before I knew it, they'd swipe to the next one, often revealing personal or unflattering pictures. It happened at a family gathering once when I was showing a cute picture of my niece, only for my aunt to accidentally swipe past to a picture of my unkempt hair. It was awkward, to say the least. So, I started zooming in slightly on the pictures I wanted to show before handing my phone over. That way, I had more control over what the person saw and avoided any embarrassing moments. It's a small, yet effective way to maintain privacy and avoid surprises. Part 5. The truth about people and communication. One of the most useful skills in life is the ability to tell when someone is being truthful with you. But let's be honest, we're all guilty of embellishing the truth or telling little white lies. So, how do you know when someone is lying to you? Here's a powerful tip. There was a time when I was listening to a friend tell me a very extravagant story about winning big at the casino. The details just didn't add up, and something didn't sit right with me. But instead of confronting them immediately, I stayed quiet and let them continue. As they went on, the story grew more elaborate, and the inconsistencies became more obvious. It was clear that they were making things up, and the more they talked, the more their lie unraveled. Sometimes, when you're suspicious of someone's story, the best thing you can do is stay silent. The more they talk, the more they may expose themselves. This is a subtle yet powerful way to assess whether someone is being honest or not. Part 6. Life hacks for shopping and fashion. Let's talk about shopping, specifically shoes. We've all been in that situation where you're eyeing a pair of shoes that look amazing, but you're not sure if they'll fit, and you don't want to waste time trying them on if you're not sure. Well, here's a life hack that could save you both time and energy. I'll admit, I never thought this would be a useful tip until I was at a shoe store one day, trying to decide on a pair of shoes. I didn't want to take up the sales associate's time trying them on, so I used my forearm to estimate the shoe size. I measured my foot against my arm, and sure enough, it was about the same length. The shoes fit perfectly when I tried them on. Using your forearm as a quick guide can save you from wasting time trying on shoes that probably won't fit. So, next time you're shopping for footwear, give this trick a try. It might just help you find the right pair faster. Part 7. Life hacks for success. Success isn't just about working hard, it's about looking the part too. and make a good impression is with a fresh haircut. But here's a tip that could take your next barber visit to the next level. One time, I was about to attend an important interview, and I knew I had to look my best. I walked into the barber shop and casually mentioned that I had a big interview coming up. Suddenly, my barber took extra care. He was more attentive, asking specific questions about what I wanted, and even giving me advice on how to look professional. When I left, I felt like a new person, fresh, sharp, and ready to take on the world. So, don't be afraid to tell your barber or stylist about something important you have coming up. It shows that you're serious, and they'll likely go the extra mile to ensure you leave looking your absolute best. Well, that's it. You've now got a full toolbox of life hacks to make your day a little easier and more enjoyable. From improving your productivity to taking better care of yourself and making stronger connections with others, these tips can truly change the way you approach daily challenges. The key is consistency. Start small, apply these hacks one at a time, and see how much more effective and balanced your life can become. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope these hacks have inspired you to simplify your life and tackle your goals with renewed energy. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with friends who could use a little more ease in their daily routine. Until next time, take care, stay focused, and keep hacking your way to success.